It all started on an ordinary Tuesday morning. I was sitting on my small, worn-out couch in my tiny apartment, staring at my laptop screen, scrolling through yet another online job listing. At 28, I had tried everything. From freelance writing to delivering groceries, but nothing seemed to stick. I was tired, exhausted, and desperate. Bills were piling up, and my phone kept buzzing with reminders that I had no way to pay some of them. That morning, as I sipped my lukewarm coffee, a notification popped up on my screen. Congratulations! You've won $50,000 in the instant lottery. I froze. My first thought, scam? My second thought, please, God, don't let this be a scam. Clicked the link cautiously, heart racing. The page was simple, almost too simple. My name was there, my exact details. The money, $50,000, was real, waiting for me. In a digital wallet I didn't even know existed. I stared at the number like it was some kind of mirage. Could this actually be happening? The next few hours were a blur. I double-checked everything. Called the support line. It seemed legitimate. Finally, I took a deep breath and transferred the money to my bank account. My heart was pounding. A strange mix of fear and excitement coursed through me. This was life-changing. I didn't sleep that night. Lay awake thinking of what I could do, pay off my debts, maybe buy a car. Finally fix the leaking roof in my apartment. But as I stared at the ceiling, a thought crept in, sharp and unsettling. Money changes people. And maybe it was about to change me. The next day, I went to my usual coffee shop, trying to act normal, but everything looked different. The barista asked how I was, and instead of the usual casual response, I felt the urge to say, "I'm doing amazing." Thanks. It was the first hint that the money had already started to change me. I decided to invest a small part of my winnings in cryptocurrency. Everyone online was talking about crypto these days. And I thought, why not? Was supposed to be safe if you researched enough. Spent hours reading charts, watching YouTube videos, and diving deep into forums. The excitement was intoxicating. And then it happened, doubled my money overnight. I couldn't believe it. Just like that, from being broke, I was suddenly on top of the world. Friends started noticing. People who barely said hello were suddenly messaging me on social media, asking for advice, investment tips, even help. At first, I enjoyed it. I liked feeling important. I liked the attention. But soon, it became too much. One evening, my phone rang. It was my best friend, Lisa. "Hey, are you okay?" she asked cautiously. "You haven't been around lately. You barely replied to my texts." I laughed nervously. "I'm just busy, Lisa. You know how it is." But the truth was, I was scared she'd see the new me, the version of me that loved money more than people. Then the first real consequence hit me. I invested in a startup that promised to revolutionize online shopping. Everyone was excited online. The hype was insane. I put in a large portion of my money. A week later, the startup was exposed as a fraud. The money vanished. $30,000 gone in a blink. I was devastated. But instead of learning my lesson, something inside me snapped. I became obsessed. I started gambling small amounts, chasing the thrill, convinced I could win it back. And for a while, it worked. The wins gave me a rush like nothing else. Friends and family noticed my erratic behavior. Arguments erupted. My mom called me almost in tears. Money isn't everything. Don't lose yourself. But I barely listened. Weeks turned into months. I had gone from broke to rich to addicted. Social media became a trap. I posted my success, flaunting my lifestyle, trying to prove something to the world and to myself. Yet deep down, I felt emptier than ever. Then came the moment that changed everything. It was a rainy evening. I had just left a casino after losing yet another huge bet. Shaking not from the cold, but from panic. My phone rang. It was my landlord. You have to leave. You haven't paid rent for 3 months. I froze. How could this happen? I had money. I should have been fine. But all my investments were gone. Every dollar gambled, lost, or scammed away. I went home, collapsed on my couch, and for the first time in months, cried. The emptiness I had tried to fill with money was worse than ever. The friends I thought cared had disappeared. Lisa hadn't replied to a single message. My social media followers were just numbers. They didn't care if I was alive or broke. In that moment, I realized something critical. Wealth without wisdom is dangerous. It's seductive, it blinds you, it isolates you, and I had fallen for it completely. The next morning, I made a decision. I emptied my social media accounts, sold my useless gadgets, and moved back to a small apartment, paying the rent up front with what little I had left. I started working again, this time with humility. Every morning I went to work, learned something new, and slowly rebuilt my life. One evening, as I was walking home, I saw a kid selling newspapers on the street corner. His face was full of determination, and something about him reminded me of myself before the money. I stopped, bought a paper, and gave him a few extra coins. His smile was priceless, and in that moment, I felt richer than I had in months. It took me over a year, but eventually, I became financially stable again, not rich, not flashy, but stable. More importantly, I learned the value of relationships, of gratitude, of being grounded. I reconnected with Lisa, apologized to my family, and even started a small online business, not for hype, not for attention, but for purpose. I still think about that sudden wealth sometimes. And I realize one truth. Life is unpredictable. Money can make or break you, but it's the choices you make and the people you love that truly define your happiness. And if there's one thing I want anyone watching this to know, it's this: chasing instant wealth can cost you more than you ever imagine. But building a life with patience, hard work, and genuine connections, that's something money can't buy.